Hey, it's Jerod from Rugged Human. I want to address all the negativity out there in the world right now. I can't do a whole lot about changing world affairs, but what I can do is help us to shift our perspectives a little, to shift our focus onto some of the more positive things and how we can overcome a lot of the negative thinking and self-doubt that we have. I'm going to take you on a little journey. It's a fun little journey. Take a little bit with you and inspire somebody else. First secret is there's actually two kinds of selfishness. A lot of this manifests, it's the internal judge telling you you're not good enough. Creative criticism, right? Oh, I'm doing this for their own benefit, or it turns into gossip. It turns into a lot of different things. It's the same concept though. The second type of self, so that you can become a better person. So here I am back. These patterns are usually formed early in life because they're acting just like an instinct. Amplify our fears. They spill into our relationships, our self-esteem. So this means that they come from family patterns usually, and they give us a way to recognize and transform these deep patterns. I feel like a commercial. We'll be back after these messages. And romantic partners later in life. Now we have a better idea, right, of how we can really play games with ourselves when it comes to our instinct and our ego. Third secret here is that a lot of us think that once we've reached a certain point in life, we can't change. That's completely bogus as far as our neuroplasticity tells us of our brains, because our brains are powerful. Our neural pathways in our brain are kind of like a wagon trail. More often the wagon goes across that trail, it digs those two grooves deeper and deeper and deeper. That's how we develop habits, can't break habits in a lot of ways, until we make a new trail. And we have to make that new trail have deep wagon grooves, just like the old trail did, until finally we can go down the new trail after that. When that happens, we start emitting micro behaviors and micro expressions that convey this belief to the world around us. Then we cannot be stopped. Remember, we all have it in us. We just need to embrace it and nurture it like anything else in this amazing life that we have been given. So I'm back. I hope that you got a little inspiration from this. If we keep pushing a little further every day, we can get where we need to go. We just can't give up. And this applies to our mindsets, it applies to our habits, it applies to the way we live our lives. And my philosophy at Rugged Human is be, live, love, give. And the be part is be who you truly are, your authentic self. And that means you have to do the work to figure out who you really are on the inside. And a lot of the stuff that I talk about at Rugged Human talks about becoming that authentic self, because so many times, for the reasons I just talked about in some of this stuff with our instinct and our egos, we hide behind these masks. And when we hide behind these masks, we put on false fronts to the world because we don't want people to see us who we really are. But when we can change who we really are into who we want to be, then we've got nothing to hide. And that's when the true power of becoming your own rugged human comes out. The second part of that is be, then live. Live to purpose. Live for a purpose. So finding a purpose and living to a set of principles actually makes things a lot easier in life, because when you live to a set of principles, you don't have to second guess yourself. If you do the work in the beginning, you set your own moral compass, right? You get that down, and you then can move through life without having to look back all the time. You always have a set of guiding principles to lead you through tough decisions, through tough situations, whether it's breakups, divorces, losing a loved one, all of these things. We can go back to our principles and our purpose to move through them. Love. Now, when we get to a point where we can love unconditionally, the more people that we can love in our life, the more love we're going to get back. And if you really boiled it down to the love of a parent for a child, a love for the people in our lives, a love for the relationships that we have, there's not a whole lot that I can think of. In fact, I can't think of anything that's a stronger thing in this world, the way we live in it, than love. So love unconditionally, love without strings attached. That's the third part. And the fourth part is give. And as I mentioned before, give more than you get, because the more you give, the more you're going to get ultimately in this life. So make sure that you have the tools in place that you can give what you have, give back what you've learned. That is the philosophy of Rugged Human. And that is why I want to invite you. You've seen some of the course snippets here in Blueprint to Balance. Blueprint to Balance, like I said, is the flagship course for Rugged Human. Blueprint to Balance gives the tools to get those 4 facets of life. It teaches us how to be ourselves. It teaches us how to live to purpose. It teaches us how to love more unconditionally, and it teaches us how to give back more. And I want to give you 70% discount right now. It's normally going for like $1,000, and it's for $297. That's like a 70% discount. And if you want it, you should act now. It's 19 modules. It's a lot of stuff. You saw some of it in there already. And it's not going to be up for long at this price. The holidays are creating a lot of demand. And Rugged Human, I don't know if you've been following Rugged Human. If you haven't, I invite you to on all the different socials, Instagram, Facebook, whatnot. But we have gone viral. And that means a lot of people are wanting to learn a lot of this stuff right now. So if you're interested, take a look. Click the link. It's going to take you to a little more detailed understanding of what the whole course is about. And I hope you've got a lot of, excuse me, I think I just spit on the camera. I hope you got some value from this. I really do. Because take this positivity with you. Take this message from me at Rugged Human. Take it home with you. You know, pass on some good vibes, if you will. And I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great holiday season. And remember, if you're really interested in more deep dives, Blueprint to Balance is probably for you. If you're still watching this video right now, Blueprint to Balance is probably for you. Thanks. You have a great day. Bye.